All right, and we are here this afternoon at Jack Hackman Field, and welcome to Zaleski Sports. And a very, very hazy afternoon as the smoke is back from Canada. And looking at the air quality right now, it actually has gone down since 12:30 this afternoon. It was at 214. It's now down to 208, so maybe a little bit of it's going to go away. I guess the warning is till 12 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. I know when they had the other one that we had, and I'll tell you, on Friday afternoon it was just beautiful. So we'll see what happens. So the umpires are coming out here to go over the ground rules as the Chaparrals are taking on the Rhinelander River Monsters, coming in with a 7-6 record. They are in the large section of that Dairyland League here. And Marshfield, 4-5, coming off a big win over Everest a week ago, and a beautiful 2-1 ball game. Very, very close ball game the whole way. Great defense, and not much hitting, but coming up with big key hits for Marshfield to make it a 2-1 ball game. And a big upset, as Everest was very high in the power rankings, I think like 6th or 7th in the power rankings in Class A. And so should be a great afternoon. Come on out. It's actually Granton Youth Baseball Day here at Jack Hackman Field, as the youth from Granton will be coming over to watch a Chaparral game here, as a crowd is starting to mosey on in here, as a lot of them sitting up in the shade. So far, the temperature right now is very comfortable, 77 degrees with hazy skies. The humidity is at 59%, the dew point is 62, but the visibility is only 2 miles because of the haze that's out there. And they've just gone through the ground rules here. And so what we're going to do is tell you that our pregame show is brought to you by Rice's More Than Floors of Marshfield. Stop in today for quality window treatments, paint, tile, remnants, and quality flooring. Visit their showroom and visit their website, or give them a call tomorrow, and they'll help you with all your flooring needs there. So, and also your paint colors also now. So we'll give you the starting lineup here for Rhinelander. Leading off is Max Kortenhoff, and he is playing center field. Batting second and playing third base, number 2, Caden Pawlicki, and batting third and playing, I forgot to write it down here. We'll take a look here. Playing third base today is Caden Pawlicki, and batting third is Easton Soranarski, and batting in the cleanup spot, second baseman, Sam Schneider. Batting in the 5th spot and catching is Ben Quaid. And batting 6th is the right fielder, Martin Hoger. And batting 7th and playing first base, Tyler Blumdahl. And batting 8th and playing left field, Colin Black. And batting in the 9th spot and DHing is Bo Boswick. And on the mound for the River Monsters is Nick Bolt. For the Marshfield Chaparrals, who, as I mentioned, coming in with a 4-5 record. They've got a makeup date with Minocqua yet, and also Tomahawk, so they're going to arrange something of going kind of part way there later on in the season here. So, but leading off for the Chaparrals, the left fielder, Isaiah Byrol, batting in the 2 spot. Stratford native and playing center field. The Merriwood Conference Player of the Year last year, Jack Tubbs, and playing some baseball over at St. Mary's over in Minnesota. And batting third and playing shortstop, number 27, Aiden Cherney. In a cleanup spot, another Stratford product, all-conference catcher, Brady Berg. Batting in the number 5 spot. And playing right field, Colton Schillinger. Batting in the 6th spot, the manager of the Chaparrals, Luke Wirtz, and playing first base. Batting in the number 7 spot and playing third base, Andrew Soraki. Batting in the 8th spot, and on the mound today for him is Cole Hediger. And batting in the 9th spot, another Stratford ball player, as we've got the Stratford connection here today. And playing second base is Riley Spindler, a second-team all-conference ball player this year, as both Berg and Spindler are playing also Legion balls. They can do that. So, should be a great ball game. I remember doing their ball game last year here at Marshfield. It was actually the season opener, and if I remember right, Marshfield came out on top in that contest. I can't recall the score, but they came out on top. The standings here in the Dairyland League in the large division, Wisconsin Rapids having an outstanding season. They are 10-0. Everest is at 7-3 in 3 games back. Whittlesea Reds are 8-4. The Abbey Merchants coming off a big win is 6-5. The Rhinelander River Monsters are 7-6. The Marshfield Shaps 4-5. The Merrill Rangers 4-9, and Minocqua Wood Ducks are 2-9. And in the small division, Interwald having a great season also. They are actually 7-0 now. Pittsville, the River Bandits, are 5-1 as Marshfield has a makeup game with them on Wednesday here at Jack Hackman Field. So if you have a chance, come on out and see the Pittsville River Bandits and the Chaparrals play here at Jack Hackman Field. In third place is the Tony Hayes Shackers at 4-2. The Rib Lake Osprey follows them in fourth place at 4-3. Tomahawk is at 2-4. Westboro at 2-6. Phillips 1-5. Medford Moondogs at 1-5, and the Spirit Twins picked up their first conference win just this last week, and they are 1-6. As at this time, we will then playing of our national anthem. And the playing of our national anthem as Rhinelander heading now to their dugout as Chaparrals ready to warm up out there as they are waiting for the kids. The tradition here at Jack Hackman Field is the little kids can come out and actually run the bases before the ball game as they can kind of tear up the line going down first base and third base. But we have a very large crowd of children today as we can see them ready to run down to first base and the second to third and home. So, and we've got one that took a couple of them took a spill there as he blew a shoe. So as we've got, what do we got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. We've got 23 young enthusiast ball players out there running the bases before the ball game here. As a lot of action will be taking place on this diamond actually in the next couple weeks here as we have a ball game here right after this one. It's a makeup game as the Marshfield American Legion Post 54 Blue Devils will be taking on Wausau Bulldogs here. It's a makeup game, and I will be here bringing you the play-by-play of that one also. So sit back, enjoy a couple ball games here from Jack Hackman Field. And then we've got tournament time just coming around the corner here. I will talk about that later on also. We've got American Legion tournaments coming up in Class A, AA, and AAA. And we'll discuss about some of the 16 and 17-year-old tournaments that are going on. The regional finals are actually this afternoon in those 16 and 17s. There's been a couple teams that have already decided and won regional tournaments and going on to the state tournament in the 16 and 17. We'll tell you about those also. And so just sit back, enjoy a little baseball, and take in the air conditioning at home and enjoy some baseball. And so as out on the mound is Cole Hediger. As Cole pitched an outstanding ball game the last time out, as Shaps have not played. In fact, they had a ball game with Plover that was supposed to be, and that was postponed, and they were supposed to play Minocqua also, and that was actually just canceled as Minocqua could not come up with enough players, and they're going to head up to Tomahawk in Minocqua. So they're going to kind of play a double header up there. They're talking to Luke Wirtz that they're hopefully to get something scheduled there. And as I mentioned, Pittsville coming here on Wednesday night. So as we're ready to start here, and Cole Hediger with the first pitch, catches the inside corner for a call strike. Start time, 1:35. We're about 5 minutes late of starting time, but that's all right. Cole working out of the stretch. Another breaking ball, just missing. It looked like the umpire was going to bring that right arm up there, but he kind of held back a little bit. Cole getting the sign from Brady Berg, who's working behind the plate today. And the pitch. And Max Kortenhoff gets plucked with a third pitch as he heads down the first. Bringing up the third baseman, Caden Palabicki. As we'll... There we go. We'll just put it in there so I can read it. And following him will be Sorenarski following him. And laying one down. And a one-hopper back to Cole as he throws that one in dirt and pulling up. Nice play at first there by Luke Wirtz, the senior player on this team, as he took that one hopper from Cole as he kind of short-armed it. And as Caden gets a sacrifice on that first pitch, we'll go 1-3 as Max heads over to second. And coming up now is Easton Zednarski, and he takes the first pitch for a call strike on the outside corner. Easton playing short today. Cole takes a look at second. And the pitch. Upstairs for a ball. Yes, a lot of baseball going on here at Jack Hackman Field over the next 2 weeks here. And, of course, the state tournament coming in the 28th. And a fly ball into the infield as Luke Wirtz comes up under and makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 down here. And Max still sitting at second yet. And the cleanup hitter, the second baseman, Sam Schneider. As Rhinelander's nickname, the River Monsters. I'm thinking, is that just another name for a hodag up there or what? I suppose they couldn't use the hodag name because they might have a patent on that up there at Rhinelander at the high school, so they call themselves the River Monsters. The first pitch to Sam catches the inside corner for a call strike. Cole taking a look at second from the stretch and the pitch. Breaking ball out to right field, and camping under it and making the catch is Colton Schillinger for out number 3. For the River Monsters, in the top of the first inning, no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. And after a half inning of play, it's Rhinelander nothing, and Shaps coming to bat. And you're watching Dairyland Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Hiller's Ace Hardware in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
You'll find what you're looking for. We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools. A selection so big, you'll need a map to find your way out. Hiller's Ace Hardware in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Okay, and we are back here at Jack Hackman Field, and I've got two great producers working with me today here, as we've got Bella Maurer and Gavin Mueller working with me today. As they're working in the trailer, it's a little warm in there, but hope Gavin's got the air conditioning go on that Jason brought in just about a week ago, so it'll cool off in there in just a little bit. So, and we've got a bleacher bum watching out there over left field there, so we've got him out there also. So, and leading off for the Shaps here in the bottom of the first inning, the left fielder Isaiah Byrol. Isaiah, who is former Marshfield grad, as he hits a shot out to left field in the left field center field power alley, and making a running catch out there is the center fielder Max Kortenhoff, as he went a long way for that. It looked like it was going to fall in for extra bases, but Max, with that great speed out there, got to it just short of the warning track out there. And bringing up Jack Tubbs, who's playing center field. Jack playing some ball at St. Mary's College over in Minnesota. He was actually the Merritt Conference Southern Division Player of the Year last year for Stratford. Yes, he's back in the central Wisconsin area here, playing some baseball here for the Shaps. The Stratford Legion team will be starting tournament play next Friday, as I'll be over there for the game with Stratford and Tomahawk, and pitch way upstairs, an off-speed pitch there by Nick Bolt. And the count now 3-1 with one down here. As the scoreboard is working tonight, as we had a little technical difficulties, and a call strike. Now it's 3-1, and they had put up a strike there before. As Nick from the stretch, and a swing and a miss. Strike two. Full count, 3-2. One down here in the bottom of the first inning. No score. Fans starting to roll in here at Jack Hackman Field. And a swing and a miss by Jack for out number one. That is Nick's first strikeout of the ball game. And bringing up Aiden Cherney, batting in the number 3 spot, playing shortstop today. As Aiden hits one down to third, scooped up nicely by Caden Palabicki, and throws over to first in time for out number 3. So a quick first inning for the Shaps. 3 up, 3 down. And so after one inning of play, it's the Shaps nothing and Rhinelander nothing. And you're watching Dairyland Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day. Beer battered cheese curds now at Nasonville Dairy. Get them before they're gone in Marshfield at Weber's Farm Store, Curtis, and at the Nasonville Worldwide Headquarters on Highway 10, just west of Marshfield. Master cheesemaker Ken Hyman, tell us more about beer battered curds.
We've been acknowledged as having some of the best curd in the nation and in the world. We actually finished first in the world last year, world competition. So here we are, and we always compete well with other people. So now it's the idea of making a beer batter that could be the best in the world.
And we are back here at Jack Ackman Field in Marshfield. A little hazy here as the air quality is at a 208 here in Marshfield. As, hopefully this will not last very long. I know all the wildfires they have up north there, they're saying the only way they might get taken care of is a snowstorm, and that even that's questionable, they say. So we'll see what happens. As leading off for Rhinelander here in the top of the second inning, the catcher, Ben Quaid. And the first pitch, a swing and a miss. Breaking ball right in there, beautiful. At the spot that we have up here in the press box, I mean, you can see that ball breaking just beautifully, and I'll tell you, Cole's got a nice one today. And that one fouled off as Ben stays alive. Count remains 0-2 as we are in the top of the second inning. As Rhinelander makes a little trip down here to Marshfield, about an hour and a half drive. And Ben staying alive and fouling that off along the first base side. As first base coach picks that one up, fires it to Cole Hediger. Cole, played at UW Stevens Point years ago, and actually also another former Stratford ball player. So we've got, 4 ball players here from the Stratford area. 2-2 count to Ben Quaid. He's doing the catching today for the River Monsters. Pitch just missing inside. Full count. Colton gets the sign from Brady. And the pitch. And down low as Colton has his first walk of the day. Bringing up Martin Hogger.
Now batting, number 6, Martin Hoger. He is your today's neighborhood bar beer batter.
Felker Brothers of Marshfield, the leading manufacturer of stainless steel products, congratulates student athletes across central Wisconsin on their accomplishments both on and off the courts and fields. Best of luck this season from Felker Brothers of Marshfield. As Felker Brothers has been a proud sponsor of athletics in Marshfield here. My gosh, it goes back to when I was in high school, and I'll tell you, they're just a great sponsor, and they've been around a long, long time. First pitch into that Martin gets called for a strike on the outside corner. Breaking ball down low, nice stop by Brady. As the River Monsters get their leadoff hitter on at first, Ben Quaid over there. A lead of about 3 steps and a ground ball. Ben, beautiful play. And the ball gets by. Wirtz with a great play. Gets the out at second. It's that short little hop. Pivoted, got the out. And then the return throw got past Ben as he went back to cover first. And going to second is Martin, and so he'll get on with a fielder's choice and a throwing error by the shortstop to advance there. So Chaparral's first error of the ball game. And first pitch to Tyler Bloomdahl, right down Main Street for a call strike. Cole getting the sign from the stretch, takes a look at second. And the pitch. As Tyler held up on his swing there, down a pitch down low. Count 1-1 with one down here in the top of the second. Cole with the delivery. And a swing and a miss. Pitch right down Main Street there. Fans starting to roll in here right down the third base side here below the bleachers, and first base side here also. Fans out in front of us, and most of the other fans sitting way up high where the overhang is. And so they're sitting in the shade there nicely. Nobody really sitting in the sun. 2-2 count to Tyler. Cole from the stretch. And the pitch. And a fly ball out to left field. And falling in for a base hit there as Isaiah Byro gets the ball in. And an RBI single by Tyler Bloomdahl gets the first run of the ball game here as the Rhinelander River Monsters get on the board, take a 1-0 lead on an RBI single by Tyler Bloomdahl. And bringing up Colin Black now, the left fielder. Cole pitched a great ball game against Everest last time out. Swing and a miss there by Colin Black. Colin gets the sign from Brady. And long pause. A swing and a miss. Beautiful pitch. Low and right on that outside corner. Tough pitch to hit. 0-2 count with one down. And the pitch. Down low. Yeah, this lineup here has a variety of players from around central Wisconsin area here. And a fly ball out to right field. And going back about 4 or 5 steps and making the catch there is Colton Schillinger for out number 2. As Tyler retrieves back to first base there. So 2 down brings up Bo Bostwick in the number 9 spot.
Now batting, Rhinelander's designated hitter number 17, Bo Bostwick.
From the stretch. And a pitch a little high, a little brush back there. If you go back during my era, back in the 60s and that, great guy that was good for that was Bob Gibson of the St. Louis Cardinals, Hall of Famer. And down low. In fact, if you started planting yourself in there and digging yourself in a batter's box, you better get ready to go down because Gibson did not like that at all. Colton from the stretch and the pitch. And as puts the bat out and going back and making a running catch is second baseman Riley Spindler. Riley's got the speed in order to get back there, as it looked like that was going to be one of those little Texas leaguers out in the center field, but Riley making a great catch there for out number 3. For Rhinelander in the top of the second, they come up with 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. And after 1.5 innings of play, it's Rhinelander 1, the Marshfield Chaparrals nothing, and you're watching Dairyland Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and going on now through August 3rd is 0% financing for 5 years on Silverados. You heard that right, 0% financing on all Silverado make and models.
This summer, the whole family is invited to Marshfield's home base for fun. Woodfield Inn & Suites, where great rooms come with great rates. Splash around in the indoor pool. Mom and Dad unwind in the hot tub. Let your kids take over the arcade. Book your family getaway at Woodfield Inn & Suites. The 2026 American Legion State Baseball Tournament is in Marshfield. Make Woodfield Inn & Suites your home base.
Jack Ackman's Field here in Marshfield, and Rhinelander coming up with a run in the top of the second inning. And Marshfield is hosting the AAA State Legion Baseball Tournament from Tuesday, July 28th to Saturday, August 1st. And Post 54 Legion welcomes 8 teams to compete for the state championship. So visit Hackman Field here in Marshfield and enjoy the delicious concession stand and chance to win exciting raffle prizes and, most importantly, some outstanding baseball. That's July 28th through August 1st at Hackman Field here in Marshfield. And the first pitch has a check swing there by Brady Berg and throw over to first for out number 1. Very off-speed pitch, and Brady with a check swing. Just the bat got out there and made just a little roller back to the mound, and Nick picked it up and tossed it over to Tyler there at first for out number 1. So real quick out there for Rhinelander. Bringing up now the right fielder, Colton Schillinger. Colton from the Stratford area, and as I mentioned, former UW Stevens Point ball player. Cole Henniger, who's on the mound, he's from the Neilsville area, is over there. So as I mentioned, a lot of players from around the central Wisconsin area here. Adam Saraki is from Spencer, his second year with the Shaps. He'll be coming up shortly here. 1-1 count here to Colton Schillinger. From the stretch. A little off-speed pitch there by Nick down low for a ball. Yeah, the AAA tournament starting this coming Tuesday. And the pitch. And a ground ball to short. Picked up nicely by Easton. Throws over to first in time for out number 2. So 2 down here with Luke Wirtz, the first baseman. Manager and player of this ball club. Luke's been around a long, long time. Played some college ball at Concordia. As I've known his family for a long, long time here in central Wisconsin. Marshfield opens up at, they're over in the Chippewa Falls regional this year as a little switching around. Usually you had Marshfield and Wausau and DC Everest and Plover, Stevens Point, and Rapids all in one regional, but they've split that up now as there are only 2 AAA teams over in that western section, and that's Chippewa Falls and Eau Claire. And pitch gets away from the catcher, Ben Quaid. And so they moved Marshfield and Wausau up into that Chippewa Falls regional as Marshfield will take on Eau Claire at 5 o'clock, and then Wausau will take on Chippewa Falls at 7:30. And we'll have all the action on Zaleski Sports. Pop up in the infield, and making that call at second base is Sam Schneider, and he squeezes it for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down, just like the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. And after 2 complete innings of play, it's Rhinelander 1, Marshfield nothing, and you're watching Dairyland Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Field as Cole Hediger finishing up his warm-up pitches here. Leading off for Rhinelander in the top of the third. Game moving right along here. As we're not even a half hour old, and we're in the top of the third. And Max Kortenhoff leading off as he was hit with the third pitch of the ball game. got on and was left stranded at second base. And a ground ball. Backhanded at short. And beautiful play by Aiden Cherney, deep in the hole. Really had no chance to get him, but a great defensive play as Max will get the second hit of the day for both teams, as Rhinelander has out-hit Marshfield 2-0. So the Rhinelander gets the leadoff hitter on, just like in the first inning. And Caden Palabicki now batting, as he had a sacrifice back in that first inning. Nice lead at first there by Max. And the pitch. And a fly ball out of play and into the parking lot. 0-2 count. I'm Mike Steinwegner, along with Bella Maurer and Gavin Mueller, bringing you all the action here from Jack Hackman Field. And they're going to appeal that, and base umpire says no. And pitch down low. As we've got two games here from Hackman, as the Chaparrals and Rhinelander, who play in this Dairyland League. That Dairyland League has been going for a long, long time. And a hopper to second to Spindler. Shuffle to short to first. In time! Beautiful double play, 4-6-3. As Riley Spindler making that play there at second. Riley's mostly used to playing short. He played short for Stratford High School, but did a great job of shoveling it off to Aiden there at short and getting Caden at first by a good step. So nice double play there by the Chaparrals. And the first pitch comes in for a strike. So two down here in the top of the third inning. And bringing up Easton Sidnarski. And the pitch. Beautiful breaking ball, catching that inside corner as Brady frames that right there so the umpire can take a look at her. So an 0-2 count here. 0-2 count with two down to number 22. And a ground ball into right field. Big hole there as Easton places one very nicely.
Now batting, number 10.
Bringing up the cleanup hitter, Sam Schneider, as Sam flew out to right field out there, out to Colton Schillinger, back in the first inning. And then so actually Marshfield, as I mentioned, will be playing over in that Eau Claire or Chippewa Falls regional. And they will, the way it's bracketed here, they've got the champions of each one who they're going to play against. And Marshfield will land up playing the winner of the Toma Regional. And the teams in that Toma Regional is Holman, Middleton, La Crosse, and Toma in that regional. So I haven't seen what any of La Crosse usually has a great program year in and year out. I don't know if they would be the favorite in there. Middleton's always got a pretty good ball club year in and year out also. 1-1 count. And a ground ball to Aiden at short. Flips to Riley at second for out number 3. So for Rhinelander, in the top of the third, no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. And after 2.5 innings of play, it's Rhinelander 1, Marshfield nothing, and you're watching Dairyland Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Hiller's Ace Hardware in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
You'll find what you're looking for. We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools. A selection so big, you'll need a map to find your way out. Hiller's Ace Hardware in Marshfield. Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Field. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning as the Chaparrals come to bat. And leading off for the Chaps will be Andrew Siraki. As I mentioned, Siraki from the Spencer area. This is his 2nd year with the Chaparrals. And he is playing 3rd base for him. As looking for, here we go, the 17 and under and the 16 under of the junior Legion teams. As Marshfield had a team in both of them there. Marshfield in the 17 and under took the first one on Wednesday, 14-1 over New Richmond. And then they were postponed on Thursday against Menominee because of rain over there. And then Marshfield came and beat Menominee on Friday, 6-0. But then in game 11, they lost to Chippewa Falls 6-5 in a heartbreaker, and then yesterday lost to Eau Claire 5-3. So the 3 teams that are remaining in that is Eau Claire, Menominee, and Chippewa Falls. And Eau Claire, Menominee played at 11 o'clock this morning, and then the winner of that would be taking on Chippewa Falls. So, and then in the 16 and under, and so actually with Marshfield out, and a couple of those ball players will be with the Marshfield team this afternoon, as they were a little short-handed over at Plover, as they lost 2 to Plover yesterday, and they should be back on the roster again today, as they have a few more players to come off the bench for Marshfield, as Coach Metz was short a few ball players yesterday. So. And a fly ball out in the left center field power alley, and it's going to fall all the way to the track. And going into second is Andrew Siraki, as he gets the first hit for the Chaparrals. As we'll see if they can get a run here now, as they get the leadoff hitter with a double to the left center field power alley out there to that 367 mark out there. As both Kortenhoff and Black could not get to it. So they, as Andrew put it, kind of in Never Never Land out there. And so we get a time here as Ben Quaid talking to his pitcher Nick Bolt out there. See, they get their signs together out there. They have a combination of signs they go through, so if you just don't put one finger down or 2 fingers down, but they do a rotation in there. So the guy that's on second can't relay to the batter what type of pitch is coming in, if it's going to be a changeup or if it's going to be a curveball or a fastball. And yes, it does happen. It's been going on for years. And squaring around and laying one down and going foul is Cole Hediger with that bunt attempt. As the Chaps only have 1 reserve today, and that is Al Lalakata, as he is actually the assistant coach, and he's been around for many, many years. On my sheet here it says multiple years. In fact, Coach Wirtz didn't put how many years, and Cole helps the cause here by getting hit by a pitch. You know, I've seen more players hit by pitches now in just the last week. In fact, in the doubleheader with Rapids that I did just this last week, I think there was like 6 or 7 combined between the 2 games, and here we've got 2 already. I've had more guys plucked with pitches throughout the whole year. It's just been unbelievable. And so Chaps with runners at first and second, and nobody down. And a pitch just missing outside to Riley Spindler. Riley, a second team all-conference shortstop for the Stratford Tigers. In fact, his numbers were just outstanding, and I was really surprised he did not make first team. As Riley puts one out to the right field center power alley, and that's going to bring a couple of runs as that's going all the way to the track, and they're going to hold up the runner at third. But Andrew Sorecki scores and makes it a 1-1 ball game as Cole is held up at third, and a stand-up double by Riley Spindler batting in that number 9 spot. And Riley's got some power. I saw him hit one out at Stratford this year, and as soon as it made contact with the bat, I knew that thing was out. And so now runners at second and third, and nobody out. And back to the top of the batting order, and Isaiah Byroll, the left fielder. Jack Tubbs on deck. Nick from the stretch, and the pitch. And a shot down the third base line, and just foul. As that could have gone for extra bases also. Isaiah, let's see, he's got to go back maybe about 8 years ago, maybe 9. Played for Marshfield Senior High. An outstanding ball player, honorable mention all conference. In fact, actually, he's my wife's teaching partner at Washington School, second grade teacher there. And from the stretch, and a little pop up at first, and coming over to make that catch is Tyler Bloomdahl for out number 1. Bringing up Jack Tubbs, the center fielder. Big scoring threat here by the Chaparrals with runners at second and third now with 1 out. And we are in the bottom of the third inning in this Cloverbelt or Dairyland contest. Back when I played, it was called the Cloverbelt Conference. And that was way back when Roselville was in the league, Spirit was in the league, and a curveball. And Jack fouls that one back. Back here where actually they're making the brats and the hamburgers back here on the grill. Yes, the umbrellas are out here, not because it's raining, but just to get out of the sun a little bit. People have brought their lawn chairs down the third base side here and the first base side. And great seats. And a pop-up by Jack out in center field, and going down to his knees is Kortenhoff. And coming in to score on a sacrifice fly by Jack Tubbs is Cole Hediger to put the Chaparrals ahead now, 2-1 here in the bottom of the third inning. So that'll be scored as a sacrifice fly for Jack Tubbs.
Number 27.
And an RBI.
Cherney.
And Cole Hediger scoring that second run. And the number 3 hitter now, Aiden Cherney. Playing a great shortstop. He's had some outstanding plays so far early in the ball game here. From the stretch and the pitch. Just missing that outside corner. The Chaparrals finally got their got a hit here in the third inning, and both of them doubles. One by Soraki and the other one by Spindler. And a curveball, a one-hopper, and gets away from the first baseman, but covered nicely there by Bolt, the pitcher, as he went over to make that play. So for out number 3, that'll be scored 3-1 on the play for the third out. But the Chaparrals come up with 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. And after 3 complete innings of play, it's the Chaparrals 2 and the Rhinelander River Monsters 1. And you're watching Dairyland Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Every big future starts with a small step. You can't plan every part of your child's future, but you can help them build smart financial habits that last a lifetime. That's why Simplicity Credit Union Youth Accounts make it easy to start early. helping young savers build confidence and grow towards a bright future. Because the lessons they learn today can grow into something bigger tomorrow.
Wisconsin shops at Gross Auto Group for 3 big reasons. No hassle pricing, lifetime warranty, massive selection, price to move. Gross Auto Group's no hassle pricing means the price you see is the price you pay. No back and forth, no wasted time. Our lifetime engine warranty means we want your new ride running for as long as you own it. And with 8 brands in 6 stores, Gross Auto has the ride you want at the price you need. 3 reasons, 3 towns. Gross Auto Group in Neelsville, Black River Falls, and Marshfield.
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield, where the haze is still out here yet. But fans are coming out to watch some great baseball as the Chaparrals lead 2-1 here after 3 innings of play. As that only took just a little over 45 minutes to play, if not even that, 40 minutes to play. And so we are starting the top of the 4th inning. And Ben Quaid, who walked back in the 2nd inning, leads off for Rhinelander and catches the outside corner for a strike. Check Zaleski Sports for all tournament action that will be going on this week. I mean, there are games all over the place. A breaking ball and fouled off the foot of Quaid for strike 2. But, I mean, there are unbelievable games all week long. We're going over into the Fox Valley area. We're going to be over in Eau Claire. I mean, we're covering over at Bucco Park also. I mean, and high hopper to short to Aiden. Throws over to first and plenty of time. Aiden playing that second hop. And, I mean, that was a high hopper. And a great defensive job by Aiden Cherney. And coming up now, the right fielder, Martin Hogger. As Martin scored the only run, he got him with a fielder's choice back in the 2nd inning. And a fly ball foul out into the parking lot. But, yeah, we're going to be covering a lot of regionals. I mean, in fact, I am heading over to New London on Thursday. I'm covering 2 ball games over there. And a ground ball to Ben, down on one knee. Hustles over, steps on the bag for out number 2. So 2 down here in the top of the 4th inning. Bringing up the first baseman, Tyler Blomdahl. Number 7 hitter for Rhinelander. And over in that New London regional at Hatton Stadium over there is I will have the first ball game at 3 o'clock Thursday afternoon as Kaukauna will take on Freedom. And then I will also have the game number 3, New London taking on Seymour at 8. And in between that, Shawano will take on Wapaka at 5:30. So a lot of action in Division 2 and Division 1. Division 1 will start on Friday. I will be at Stratford for that one as they will take on Tomahawk. And another call strike. 1-2 count now to Tyler Blomdahl. As I will cover it Friday night, and a swing and a miss, and that is a Serve Pro strikeout. Serve Pro, your number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. And that is actually Cole's very first strikeout. So for Rhinelander, in the top of the 4th, no runs on no hits, no errors, and no one left. And after 3.5 innings of play, it's Marshfield 2, Rhinelander 1, and you're watching Dairyland Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
And we are back here at Jack Ackman Field and discover Marshfield's wellness destination, Be Well Studio. Experience cutting-edge recovery tools like hydromassage, infrared sauna, red light therapy, PEMF, and more, all designed to help your body and mind feel their best. Each 15 to 30-minute session is just $29, with memberships and packages available. Book your wellness session today at BeWellStudio.com. And so we are in the bottom of the fourth inning here as Nick just finishing up his warm-up tosses there out on the mound for Rhinelander. And leading off, the catcher, number 20, Brady Berg, as Brady had a check swing bouncer back to the mound for a first out back in that second inning. As what I was saying, with a lot of action that will be going on here in central Wisconsin is because of the AAA state tournament going on. And a fly ball out the left, and it's going to beautiful running catch there by Easton Senderowski as he went a long, long way for that from his shortstop spot and caught that, I would say, a good 50 to 60 feet beyond third base into foul ball territory. So great hustle there by Easton to get that first out for Rhinelander. And bringing up Colton Schillinger, the right fielder. Breaking ball across for strike one. But yeah, we're having the WBA state tournament here, and that will be, let me see here, if I can find the right sheet here, but that will be coming in. And the pitch, breaking ball, and going foul. Here we go. The regionals will be August 7th through the 9th, and the areas that are having regionals are River Falls, Hagen, Chippewa Falls. They're still looking for a site in Division A. And actually, the state tournament was supposed to be in Wisconsin Rapids. They have now moved that to Marshfield on starting Friday, August 14th through Sunday, August 16th, here at Jack Ackman Field. In Division B, Abbotsford will be hosting a regional, Rib Lake, Glidden, and Osceola, and the finals will be in Ellsworth on August 14th and 16th. But the last time the Chaparrals actually had the WBA state tournament was back in 2021, so it was right after that COVID year in there. And so 5 years ago, they held the state tournament here. Ground ball, way deep in the hole to short, and making it closer than I thought it would be, but Colton Schillinger coming up with a base hit on that. A great play by Easton at short there. He was way deep in a hole and way off balance, and it was actually, I'm thinking it would have been a bang-banger if the ball would have been caught. It was just down the line a little bit, so Colton couldn't advance. But Colton will come up with a base here. That is the third hit by the Chaps today. And coming to the plate is Luke Wirtz. Luke popped out to the second baseman back in the second inning. Pitch down below, blocked nicely there by Ben Quaid. But yeah, the Chaparrals held that back in 2021, and they will be hosting it again. Throw over to first, and Colton back in plenty of time. And they pretty much start with games on the, let's see, it was back in August, August 20th of that year. August 20th, 21st, and 22nd. And they actually started games, they had 2 games in Merrill, and then they moved everything to Marshfield here also. So as Ben hits one foul down that third baseline. And they'll pretty much, they were talking about doing it with Merrill again, but I'm thinking Marshfield's going to host it completely. And so they'll bring in 8 teams in here, and they'll get this done in 3 days. So, and Ben pops that one up down the first base side. Catcher going back and making the catch is Ben Quaid for out number 2. And bringing up Andrew Saraki as Andrew started out that third inning with a double and eventually scored on Riley Spindler's double. Right-handed hitter. Andrew from the Spencer vicinity. More people coming in. Great crowd on both sides here. As it's also Kids Day from Granton baseball program over there. Granton, a little town just between here and Neelsville. With their Little League program over there, coming over to watch the Chaparrals play. Nick Bolt getting the sign there from Ben. Breaking ball, just missing inside. We've got 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Runner at first. That would be Colton Schillinger. Throw over to first. Ooh, just making a nice catch here at first is Tyler Blomdahl. As he had to go across the body of Colton there. Could have went down the first base line there. Colton would have had no problem getting the second. From the stretch. Throw back over. Events were made for Nuts Deep 2 in Marshfield. Large groups or small, private party space is available for your event. So call now for available dates at Nuts Deep 2 in Marshfield. And Nick blocked nice there by Ben. Count now 2-1. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning already here at Jack Hackman Field. As another ball game coming in at 5 o'clock today, as the Wausau Bulldogs Legion team will come in and take on Marshfield Blue Devils, Post 54 at 5 o'clock, a makeup game that was postponed about a week and a half ago. Final regular season game for Marshfield. And a walk to Andrew Saraki, and puts runners now at first and second with 2 down.
Number 6, Cole Hennigan.
And that is actually the first walk. I think we've only had 2 walks so far in this contest. Yes, we have. We've had 2 hit batsmen and 2 walks in this. And a pitch outside for ball 1 to Cole Hediger. As Nick throws a lot of off-speed stuff out there, and not really with his fastball, he doesn't really have a lot on it. But breaking ball, he's got a slider, he's got a curveball. I don't know if you could call it a fastball or a changeup. And that one just upstairs, pretty close to take. But count now 3-0 with 2 down. As Nick is at 51 pitches so far. as Nick fakes a throw to second as Colton gets back there. From the stretch, and the pitch. And ball 4 loads the bases. And bringing up the very dangerous Riley Spindler. So, haven't seen many walks, but all of a sudden, just like that, we get back-to-back walks here in the bottom of the 4th. As Riley with an RBI double to get Chaparral's first run back in the 3rd inning. Right-handed hitter. Riley with great speed also. Led that Tiger team with stolen bases. And actually he was led the team in being hit by pitches this year too. I think he was like 9 times he was plucked with a pitch this year. Kind of like Jake Sadowska for Marshfield. He was in high school. He was plucked 9 times, and I think in the Legion season it was another 9 or 10 more times in the Legion season yet. So, but that Legion team, I know going into this last weekend, they were plucked 37 times this year. So a lot of batters being hit with pitches this year. And a pitch just right at the knees on the inside corner for a call strike. 2-1 count with 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning, and the Chaparrals leading 2-1. Nick getting the sign from Ben from the stretch. And the pitch. And inside, no place to put him at 3-1. The hitter's pitch right here. If it comes across the plate, I think Riley's going to give it a ride. Big leads at first and at second. And the pitch. And a fly ball out to center field. And camping under him and making the catch is Max Kortenhoff for out number 3. So for the Chaparrals in the 4th, they threatened. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 3 left. And after 4 complete innings of play, it's Marshfield 2 and Rhinelander 1. And you're watching Dairyland Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
And we're back here at Jack Ackman Field, and great ball game going on here. After 4 complete innings of play, Marshfield leads 2-1 against the Rhinelander River Monsters as they come in with a 7-6 record. Chaparrals at 4-5 and playing some outstanding baseball. As tournament play will be coming up very shortly for them also, as they've got maybe 3 or 4 regular season ball games to go yet. As I mentioned, the state tournament coming here. August 14th through the 16th for the WBA. And leading off for the River Monsters here in the top of the 5th inning, the left fielder, Colin Black, as Colin flew out to the right fielder. Back in the 2nd inning, takes the first pitch for a call strike. In that AAA regional, and that other regional, it's going to be held at Bucol Park. Great facility over there, has held a lot of state tournaments over there. And a ground ball to third. Great stab at third. Throw over to first in plenty of time as Andrew Saraki takes that first hop, throws it over to Luke over at first for out number 1. As Cullen took that first pitch, and Bo Boswick, a designated hitter, coming up. batting in the number 9 spot, popped out to the second baseman back in the second inning. As Buchholz Park over there is actually back in 1987, held the American Legion World Series over there. Got a chance to actually watch Pete Rose's son play in that American Legion World Series over there. He was a pretty good ball player, like his dad. And pitch outside by Cole. But in that regional over there, that will start also on Tuesday, and you can catch those games on Zaleski Sports also, as DC Everest will take on Wisconsin Rapids at 5 o'clock. And a swing and a miss there by Bo. And then at 7:30, a rivalry right there. Plover will take on Stevens Point. It will continue with 2 games on Wednesday and 2 games on Thursday, with possibly that championship game at 7:30. Ground ball to short. Over to first in plenty of time, as Aiden Cherney just gobbling that right up out there. So 2 down and back to the top of the batting order. Max Kortenhoff. And Max 1 for 1 on the day, hit by a pitch back in the first inning, and then a base hit in the third. As my scoring sheet's kind of looking like it did the other night when I did that Rhinelander game with Everest. Not a lot of runs and not a lot of hits, but a great ball game to actually watch here if you enjoy a pitcher's duel. I know people come to see a ball game to see home runs and a lot of runs, but I'll tell you, it's a masterpiece when you can have two pitchers, pitching a great pitcher's duel, and that's what we've exactly got here. As let's see, we've got Marshfield with 2 runs on only 2 hits. Well, actually, it should be 3 hits and 1 error, and Rhinelander with 1 run on 3 hits. And Rhinelander is stranded 3, and Marshfield is stranded 3, so great ball game. And a shot in the hole. Going over, Spindler making a beautiful play and throwing it to Ben at first for out number 3. So a very quick 5th inning.
Time for the middle of the 5th inning raffle.
As it was less than 10 pitches that Cole threw out there. So 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. And after 4.5 innings of play, it's Marshfield 2, Rhinelander 1. And you're watching Dairyland Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
So, after a couple years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Are you a born leader? Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
Welcome to the competition where only the best healthcare plans rise to the top. Megasure.
Presenting Paperwork Pound Cake, a half-baked plan with flaky service sprinkled on top.
Ooh. Next up, Security Health Plan.
I call this one the Sweet Security. It has high-quality coverage folded in, and it's frosted with award-winning local service that's sweet but never sugar-coated.
That's a slice of better. Chef Security, congratulations. Truly the recipe for better.
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Field, and still a little hazy out here. Sun's trying to peek out a little bit. Temperature very, very comfortable today. The game time temperature at the start was 77 degrees. And it's not really that humid out today. Right around, 53% humidity. And dew point is actually down a little bit in the 60s. But yeah, very comfortable day. And they're talking maybe a little rain. I think in the forecast was for tomorrow. We could use a little rain. But, fields are getting a little dusty here, but I'll tell you, the corn has really shot up here in central Wisconsin. Oh my gosh, it was way over knee high at the 4th of July. So, yeah, we could use just a little bit of rain. So leading off for the Shaps here in the bottom of the 5th inning, the left fielder Isaiah Byrell. Isaiah is 0 for 2 today. Right-handed hitter. Pitch down low for a ball. So if you get a chance, check Zaleski's scheduling page. Just go to Zaleski.com and push on the schedules, and it'll give you pretty much all the schedules for the week that we will be covering. And I'll tell you, there is a lot of them. And we've got crews all over the place covering the tournaments. And we get here to the state tournament, we're going to have a full crew here. We're going to have angles here that you won't believe, that we've got cameras all over the place. And Isaiah takes that third pitch and puts it right down the middle as he shoots one right past Nick Bolt for a base hit out in the center field.
Now batting.
As Isaiah now 1 for 3 on the day, bringing up Jack Tubbs as Jack struck out back in the 1st inning and had a sacrifice fly in the 3rd as he knocked in Cole Hediger with a fly ball. So to give Marshfield that 2-1 lead. Right-handed hitter. Pitch down low, blocked nicely by Ben Quaid. And this will take a look to see how the Brewers are doing today. As throw over to first is back in plenty of time. Computer's a little slow here today. Yeah, the Dodgers are beating the Yankees 8-2 in the 1st game of a doubleheader. Fly ball, and it's gonna fall in for Jack, as Jack gets his first hit of the day. So 1 for 2, and going to second is Isaiah. As Aiden Cherney, who's played an outstanding shortstop today. Great defensive plays he's had out there. As the Brewers are down in the top of the 5th inning, I think it was here. 1-0. As they're trying to take that series against the Marlins. Nick from the stretch. And fake throw as Isaiah gets back to second. Well, actually, they've already, they're in the 2nd game of that doubleheader. For some reason, the Dodgers and the Yankees did not play yesterday, and they played a doubleheader today. And the Dodgers already, played already, and Dodgers won the first one 8-2. So, well, you figure it's 20 after 3, or quarter to 3 over in quarter to 4 already. I'm sorry, I have problems telling time here. Quarter to 4 out east. So 1-1 count here on Aiden Cherney. Few insurance runs would be nice for the Chaparrals. Next pitch, low and outside for a ball, 2-1. Both pitchers right in the 60 marks, as Nick is at 65 and Cole is at 64. And a ground ball out to left, and they're going to hold Isaiah up, as thinking it's a smart move, as Isaiah's not the fastest, and I think with the arm that is out in left field of Cullen Black, he would have been cold turkey. And we're going to have a break in the action here with bases loaded and nobody out. And we might have a pitching change here, as they're discussing what to do out there. As yes, we are. We're going to have a pitching change. And coming in is, I think it's the right fielder, if I'm not mistaken. We'll take a look here. And number 6, that would be Martin Hogger coming in now on pitching. And a right-handed pitcher. So we're going to take just a little break here, and we'll be right back, and we'll get all the changes here for you. And you're watching Dairyland Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Hey, this is Brian Butch, former college and professional basketball player, here with a message from Abbey Bank. Safeguard your personal information and join us for Abbey Bank's free shred day on Wednesday, August 5th from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. at any Abbey Bank location. Shred your confidential documents for free, and while you're there, help make a difference. Bring a non-perishable food or hygiene item to support your local food pantry. For full details, head to abbeybank.com. Abbey Bank, where they make banking about you. This is sponsored by Abbey Bank, member FDIC.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and scottyspizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Field, and a pitching change as now pitching is Martin Hogger. The pitching line on Nick Bolt is he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 2 walks and 1 strikeout, and he is responsible for the 3 runners that are on base right now. So it could get a little higher. It could get up to 5 runs that he'll be responsible for. And coming to the plate is Brady Berg. Brady, I know in his career, has had at least 3 grand slams during his high school career and Legion career. Pitch down low for a ball. Brady 0 for 2 on today. Grounded back to the pitcher in the second and popped out to the shortstop. Back in the fourth on an outstanding play there by Easton as he went a long, long way and caught a foul ball or a fly ball that was in foul ball territory for the first out back in the 4th inning. As he's going to pop that one skied high, and that's an infield fly roll. And another one popped out to the shortstop for out number 1. And bringing up Colton Schillinger. The Shaps left the bases loaded back in the 4th inning. They're in that same situation now. They had bases loaded with 2 outs. They've got bases loaded with 1 out now. We'll see if they can get at least a couple runs in. Pitch upstairs for a ball. Usually you wait a couple pitches before you're going to swing to see what this guy's got. And that one's foul back over the top of us here. A lot of ball players that were drafted this last week in Major League Baseball draft. As I think we had like 12 players from the state of Wisconsin that were drafted. In fact, even one, Jack Schaffner from Janesville. He was the 20th overall pick that was drafted. He went to the Boston Red Sox. Pitch upstairs for a ball. 3-1 count with no place to put him. 1 down. Infield corners are in. Short and second is deep. And ball 4, and that will be an RBI for Colton.
Now batting.
Makes the score now 3-1.
Luke Ward.
As Luke Wirtz now, the first baseman and the manager of this ball club. Pitch way outside for a ball. Andrew Siraki in the on-deck circle. He's got already a double in today's ball game. And Luke flies one out. And it's going to fall in. And 2 runs will score. And Luke comes up with a jam shot out the left. And Jack Tubbs and Aiden Cherney both scoring. So 2 RBIs by Luke.
Now batting number 18, Andrew Siraki.
And Schillinger goes to second. As both the runners at second and third could see it was going to fall in, and they were already heading home. And following one back and off the roof here as Andrew Siraki, who's got a double so far. 5-1. Shaps leading now. With a little comfort here for pitcher Cole Hediger. And a fly ball out to the left. It could drop in, and it does. And going into third is Schillinger. Wirtz goes to second, and the second hit by Andrew Siraki. So the Shaps now with bases loaded again for the second time in this inning. Or actually the third time, I should say, because the first time there was a pop-up by Brady, and then Schillinger walked, bases remaining, and he walked and got an RBI. And so now the bases are loaded again as Martin Hauger has given up 2 hits and a walk. And those 3 runs that are scored will go to Nick Bolt, to his record here. So he'll finish with 4 innings pitched and 3 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, and a strikeout. And a swing and a miss by Cole Hediger. And he goes down on strikes. And the first strikeout for Martin.
Now batting number 11.
And now 2 down.
Riley Spindler.
And Riley Spindler, second baseman. Riley with an RBI double back in the third and flew out to the center fielder in the fourth. And a swing and a miss on a pitch low and inside. Shaps with 5 runs on 8 hits in this contest. As the bats are coming alive here in the bottom of the 5th inning, as they have come up with 5 hits here in this 5th inning. All singles. Martin from the windup. And down low and blocked nicely by Ben Quaid. And bases loaded. In fact, Riley had the bases loaded back in the 4th and flew out to the center fielder. And he'll fly this one out, and they'll go to the shortstop, and Easton makes the catch out there for out number 3. But the Chaparrals come up with 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 3 left. And so after 5 complete innings of play, it's Marshfield 5, Rhinelander 1, and you're watching Dairyland Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Retirement is a balancing act because everyone's financial situation is unique. A reverse mortgage loan can transform your home's equity into accessible cash, whether it's to pay off your mortgage, cover bills, or fund your dreams.
The cash is there if we need it, and it just takes a little stress off of our lives.
You have something else to fall back on?
Call me, Josh Kilty, your local retirement mortgage specialist, for a free consultation to help bring financial stability to your life.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and going on now through August 3rd is 0% financing for 5 years on Silverados. You heard that right, 0% financing on all Silverado make and models.
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield as the Chaparrals come up with 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning to take a 5-1 lead. As Chaps had 5 big hits in that inning. And Rhinelander changed pitchers after the first 3 batters and produced 3 big runs off the relief pitcher, Martin Hogger. And coming up for Rhinelander here in the top of the 6th inning. We were moving along quite well, and we've got what, maybe an hour and 20 minutes so far in this one. It's still moving along pretty good yet. And leading off is Caden Palabicki. As another long inning that Cole had to sit without throwing. The first pitch outside for a ball. At Stratford Plumbing and Heating, your comfort and convenience is their top priority. They service all brands and do complete furnace and air conditioning installation with professional service to Stratford, Marshfield, and the surrounding area. Call Stratford Plumbing and Heating today, your home comfort experts. And glad to have Stratford Plumbing with us all year long as a great sponsor here on Zaleski. Ground ball to Spindler. Spindler scoops it up, throws it over to Ben for out number 1. Infield doing an outstanding job here tonight. All the way around as Ben's made quite a few nice plays at first. Riley, Aiden, some really outstanding plays. And I'll tell you, Andrews had a couple shots at third there that he's just gobbled right up. So infield playing a great job today. And the first pitch from Cole to Easton Zanarski. And a line shot out in the left center field power alley. Going over, grabbing that one is Isaiah Byrell as Easton comes up with his second hit of the day.
Now batting,
Sam Schneider now, the D8, or excuse me, the second baseman, the cleanup hitter for Rhinelander. 1 down here in the top of the 6th innings. They play 9 innings here in Dairyland baseball. And the pitch, low and away, ball 1. That is pitch number 68 for Cole. Ground ball, foul. Blue Devil Baseball coming up at 5 o'clock this afternoon. We'll bring you all the action here. I'm Mike Steinwegner, along with Bella Maurer and Gavin Mueller. We'll be here, I would say, till about 7, a little after 7 tonight, as that Blue Devil game starts at 5 o'clock. Fly ball out to center. Jack Tubbs makes the catch for out number 2. Bringing up Ben Quaid, the catcher. Ben, 0 for 1 on the day. Walked back in the second, grounded out to short.
Now batting number 7.
Chaparrals with a very comfortable 5-1 lead as Cole Hediger looking very impressive on the mound today. He's given up only 4 hits. As Chaparrals looking for their 5th win of the season to get right back at 500. Next pitch catches the outside corner for a call strike. Shap started out a little slow to begin the season here as some of the players getting back on the roster here as college kids, and but they've come together here. They're missing maybe about 5 or 6 ball players today as other commitments, but I know it's always been like that. I know back even when I played 50-some plus years ago that we usually came in with about 10, maybe 11 guys, and so always ran a short. But we had enough to bring a team in. So, and a call strike right at the knees makes that count 3-2 now, with 2 down here and a runner at first. as Ben Quaid, the batter. And the pitch. And a shot over the top of the head of Aiden Cherney to Byral and throw into third. Not in time, as going in head first there was Easton. And going into second on the play is Ben Quaid. So Ben gets a base hit, advances to second on the throw. And Easton sliding in head first safely. So runners now at second and third with 2 down here in the top of the 6th inning. And bringing up Martin Hogger, the pitcher now. And a swing and a miss on a pitch on the outside corner. As this batter is considered the beer batter. So brings our half price if he strikes out to the end of the half inning. So, and the pitch. And he's going to pop this one up to Ben Wirtz at first base for out number 3. So for Rhinelander, no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. And after 5.5 innings of play, it's Marshfield 5, Rhinelander 1. And you're watching Dairyland Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Man, that furnace is just going down and retirement's not working out how we wanted to have it happen. What can we do?
Let's see what Donnie has to say.
At Citizens Financial Services, located at Citizens State Bank, we specialize in developing unique plans for our clients to provide guidance in retirement. A customized plan starts with your goals, your needs, paired with a well-thought-out strategy to address those goals.
I think this is going to work.
To set up a time, call me, Donnie Snyder, at 715-486-8151.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
And we are back here as we're watching this young man here. He's on his last ball. If he can get this in the swimming pool there, he wins 18 holes of golf at Marshfield Country Club. And every one he was actually long on. You know, if they just moved the swimming pool back about another 10 feet, he would have had a shot of getting it in there. But to no prevail, they do this every home game in the 6th inning and going to the bottom of the 6th inning. And I have not seen anybody win this year. I did see one person win last year. They got 18 holes of golf out at MCC. MCC, a big sponsor out there, as prizes they give away here is just outstanding. And actually the Lumberyard is actually the main sponsor for today's ball game. And of course, Lumberyard and MCC owned by that family out there. So it's the Jacobson family. So great sponsors for Chaparral Baseball. And the Chaps coming to bat here in the top of the 6th is the leadoff hitter, Isaiah Byral. He started it off in the 5th inning with a base hit for that 3-run 5th inning they had. Next pitch right at the letters for a call strike. 0-2 count now to Isaiah. And the pitch. And Isaiah is going to lay one out in right field. He just put the bat out there. Oh, I'm going to have to kid him about that one. He really powered that one. You know, any way it looks like a line shot in the book. But next time I see him, I'm going to have to kid him about that line shot, as he put it right in the hole. I mean, you couldn't have dropped it any better between first and second there out the right field. So Isaiah leads it off again this inning with a base hit like he did last inning. And bringing up Jack Tubbs, the center fielder. Jack 1 for 2 on the day and scored a run. Pitch down low, blocked nicely by Quaid. Shaps leading here in the bottom of the 6th, 5-1. With 9 hits now. And a throw over, and Isaiah head first slide back into first base.
Number 26, Jack Tubbs.
Asked him where he's been for about the last week, 2 weeks, and he's been out east, out in Massachusetts and that, vacationing out there. And a strike on the outside corner, Jack Tubbs, as I mentioned. Isaiah, second grade teacher at Washington School, and did a little vacation time from the stretch. And pitch. And Jack hits one out to right field for a base hit as Isaiah had to hold up. Wasn't quite sure if Sam Schneider was going to get to that one. So runners now at first and second, and this is a little deja vu from the last inning as both Isaiah and Jack started out with singles back in the 5th inning. And so it's continuing as we'll see if Aiden Cherney can do the same thing as he had a hit back in the 5th inning. And that 3-run 5th. And the pitch. And a call strike right on the outside corner, letter high. They do have a 10-run rule after 7 innings in the Dairyland League. From the stretch, Martin with the pitch. Outside for a ball. Aiden scored on a 2 RBI single by Luke Wirtz. And we got a ball. 2-1 count. And a swing and a miss. Very good pitch right on that outside corner. As Aiden just could not time that just right, but very nice pitch by Martin. Martin takes a look at second. Time is called. As the umpire is checking with the base umpire, you can see if the count is right. And the pitch. And a fly ball. And drops for a base hit. And rounding third is Isaiah. And a close play, and Isaiah slides in, takes his hand across the plate. He turned the afterburners on there. That really surprised me from him. But a great job by Isaiah, and Jack goes into second on the play. And the score now 6-1. So Aiden with a base hit. This looks like just like the last inning. As Cherney comes up with his first RBI of the ball game. And bringing up the left-hand hitting Brady Berg, as Brady looking for his first hit of today's game. He's popped out to the shortstop twice and bounced back to the pitcher. And a fly ball out to right and going back as right fielders took a couple steps in and then stepped back to catch that. And advancing to third on the play is Jack Tubbs, as Brady gave it a ride out to right field. So Brady so far 0 for 4 on the day, but doing a great job behind the plate, catching for Cole Hediger. And to the plate now, Colton Schillinger. Colton 1 for 2 on the day. Grounded out to short in the second, base hit in the fourth, and walked in the fifth. And catching the outside corner for a call strike. Chaparrals will be in action on Wednesday here at Jack Hackman Field with a 7 o'clock game against Pittsville. So come on out to Hackman Field. Pitch down low, blocked nicely by Quaid. 1-1 count. Martin gets the sign from Ben. And the pitch. And catches the outside corner for a call strike. 1-2. Runners at the corners here. Jack Tubbs at third. Aiden Cherney at first. One down. 1-2 count. And the pitch. Down low for a ball. 2-2 count. As Martin looks over at first from the stretch. And the pitch. And check swing back to the backstop. As Ben Quaid hustles back to get that ball. Not really a bad day to be catching behind the plate. I mean, could be worse. You could be in the 80s, 90s, and catching behind the plate. I've had a few of those in my career. Even umpiring, I usually lost maybe 6 or 7 pounds when I umpired a ball game behind the plate in those hot days. And down low for a ball. Full count, 3-2 with one down. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning here at Jack Hackman Field. Chaparrals leading 6-1. Chaps have out hit Rhinelander 11-5. And the pitch. Outside for a ball. That loads the bases. As Colton has walked twice today. Aiden heads over to second.
Now batting, number 5.
So again, with the bases loaded here, this is the 3rd inning in a row the Chaparrals have had the bases loaded. As Luke Wirtz in the same situation as he was in the 5th inning with bases loaded. And Luke came up with a 2-run single. Pitch upstairs for a ball. As Martin from the windup. And Luke fouls that one off. 1-1 count here with one down. And a swing and a miss. So the count now 1-2 to Luke Wirtz from the windup and the pitch. And Luke puts the bat out and fouls it back. And actually Ben had a little problems finding that ball. And all of a sudden the pitcher came running in, the first baseman came running in. And actually if Ben would have seen that right away, he would have had no problems catching as he dove for this one here. And it was just maybe a foot out of his reach on that play. But the count remains 1-2. As the air quality control is up to, well, actually, it's down. It's down to 172 now. As Luke fouls that one back. Actually, when back in 12:30, it was at 214, so it's letting up a little bit. This warning is still till 12 o'clock tomorrow, and hopefully a little rain will come in and move some of this out of here as Luke fouls that one off. Stay alive. As they are talking a 60% chance of rain tomorrow. A high of 82. Low of 64 tonight. And they're saying rain showers in the morning and numerous thunderstorms developing. And Luke gives a ride out to left field, but not far enough as going out to make that catch is Senarski. And Easton gets the ball back in. And so it was not far enough as they could have called an infield fly on that, but when a shortstop is still on the run, you have to be stationed under the ball before you can make that call of an infield fly rule. So now 2 down and still bases loaded. And bringing up Andrew Saraki. As Andrew 2 for 2 on the day. He's got a double back in the third and scored. And he's got a walk in the fourth and a base hit in the fifth. So a base hit would be a big help right here. And a check swing. 1-1 count. Yeah, they're talking severe thunderstorms are actually expected tomorrow, a 60% chance of rain. And a check swing foul back into the screen. Otherwise, rest of the week looking really great, actually in the low 70s and then upper 70s on Thursday. So great 3-4 days to get outside and enjoy it if there's no smoke in the air. And a swing and a miss, and Martin gets out of it with any more damage, and that is his second strikeout. The Chaparrals do come up with 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and for the third inning in the row, 3 men left on base. And so after 6 complete innings of play, it's the Chaparrals 6 and Rhinelander 1, and you're watching Dairyland Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
And we are back here at Hackman Field, and Chaparrals with a 6-1 lead after 6 complete innings. Chaparrals 6 runs on 11 hits, 1 error, and have stranded 10 runners, 9 in the last 3 innings, while Rhinelander with 1 run on 5 hits, 1 error, and stranding 5. And leading off for Rhinelander here in the top of the 7th inning is the first baseman, Tyler Blomdahl. Yes, hope you're enjoying the broadcast here from Jack Hackman Field, as we will hope you come back at 5 o'clock as Marshfield Blue Devils will be playing their final regular season home game here, taking on the Wausau Bulldogs in a makeup game. And as Blue Devils considered the conference champions in the Valley, even though they lost 2 yesterday to Plover. But and first pitch down low. There's been some controversy that's going on with this, and we'll just leave it at that. I'm not going to kind of bring it up, but there is controversy that is going on. So a swing and a miss by Blomdahl, as he's got a base hit back in the second, struck out in the fourth. He's actually one of the, in fact, the only strikeout that Cole has had today. Cole working from the stretch. And a fly ball out to center field as Jack Tubbs gets under it and makes the catch for out number 1. Bringing up Colin Black, who's 0 for 2 today. In fact, a few fans that came down from Rhinelander this afternoon watch the River Monsters play. Very good crowd here today. And as Colin fouls that one off over to dugout side. Yes, we got quite a few fans over on that first base side there, underneath the overhang here. Same way over on the third base side. Next pitch catches the inside corner for a call strike. 1-2 count. Or excuse me, 0-2 count with 1 down. And the pitch. And a ground ball. And bobbled. easy routine ball. That's what usually happens. You get a routine ground ball, and you've actually played a great game at short, and it just kind of took must have hit the glove just wrong. Aiden thought he had it, but that's going to be an E6 on Aiden Cherney. So a runner at first for Rhinelander, and pitch knocked down by Brady Berg. No advancement there by Cullen. As Cole has pitched a dandy today, giving up only 5 hits. He spread those out. Struck out 1. In fact, only walked 1 today. He has a lot of ground balls today, as the defense have done a nice job. He's had, 4 fly balls to the outfield for outs. And a swing and a miss, knocked down nicely by Brady, no advancement. Cole gets the sign. And as the umpire gave the tip sign, but it was not a foul tip. It was a foul ball. It's even though it went off the bat, if it goes into the glove, it is a foul tip. If it goes off the bat and hits the ground, or goes off the catcher's glove and hits the ground, then it's a foul ball and it's a dead ball. But on a foul tip, you can advance on a foul tip. So if Brady would have caught that, I mean, if he was stealing, could have kept running it. And a fly ball out to center. Jack Tubbs with the dive and making an outstanding catch, as Jack, coming into his right, had to put the afterburners on in order to get to that, but made a nice diving catch for out number 2. And back to the top of the batting order is Max Kortenhoff, as Max is 1 for 2 on the day. Hit by a pitch in the first, base hit in the third, and grounded out to second in the 5th inning. And so we got another car up there watching the ball game. Ground ball to Cherney. Makes 2-hopper. Sets himself. Throws. Perfect throw to Luke at first for out number 3. For Rhinelander in the top of the 7th. No runs on no hits. 1 error and 1 left. And after 6.5 innings of play, it's the Marshfield Chaparrals 6 and the Rhinelander River Monsters 1. And you are watching Dairyland Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Field as Martin is out there warming up, and we'll tell you about Next Steps Prosthetics. They providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them tomorrow. And First Choice Credit Union in Marshfield serves anyone who lives or works in Wood, Marathon, Clark, or Portage counties. Make First Choice Credit Union your first choice for loans. And Hiller's True Value. Hurry in for huge savings at Hiller's Ace Hardware. Save on Milwaukee outdoor power equipment, everything from chainsaws to string trimmers. That's Hiller's Hardware in Marshfield. So coming to bat now here for the Chaparrals in the bottom of the 7th inning is Cole Hediger, who's pitched an outstanding ball game today. And a pitch down low. As I'm thinking, wait a minute, this may be a pinch hitter. I think this is as Al
At bat number 16.
Licata now pinch hitting for Cole Hediger. As Al is from Spencer. He's also the assistant coach on this team. And a swing and a miss, and he gets by the catcher as Al hustles down. And Al's going to get on. It's recorded as a strikeout, but it's also recorded as an E2 also.
Now batting number 11, Riley Spindler.
So that is an error on Rhinelander. And a call strike to Riley Spindler on the outside corner. So that is actually the first error on Rhinelander today. A 1-1 count as Al at first with a nice lead. And a shot down the third base line, but foul. Now that is the first error on Rhinelander today. They're scored as a strikeout and an error on that. If it gets by the catcher on that. Pitch upstairs for a ball to Riley Spindler. 2 balls, 2 strikes. As the seagulls are flying over, looking for supper. And the pitch. And Riley with a ground ball to short. The second for 1. And he wasn't quite. First base umpire really delay call on that, as they're going to appeal it to the home plate umpire. And the home plate umpire is going to call him out also. So that's going to go 6-4, 4-3.
Now batting number 2, Isaiah Barrow.
And back to the top of the batting order. First double play by Rhinelander today, second of the game. As Marshfield had one back in the third inning. And bringing Isaiah Barrow. Isaiah 2 for 4 on the day. Last 2 times up with a base hit. Pitch just missing. 2-0 count now to Isaiah. Isaiah flew out to center field and popped out to first his other 2 times. And he's going to foul that one back off to the roof here of the concession press box. Looking forward to going over to that Fox Valley area on Thursday. See some baseball over there. Teams that, I have not seen before. So, and actually a ballpark I have never seen either. I've seen a lot of ballparks in my lifetime as Isaiah walks. So the third time he's been on today.
Now batting number 26, Jack Tubbs.
As Jack Tubbs comes to the plate, as Jack 2 for 3 today. Struck out in the first, sacrifice fly in the third, a single and scored in the 5th, and singled in the 6th. And was stranded at third. As Martin from the stretch and the pitch. Down low, blocked nicely there by Ben Quaid. That train going through. Not as many trains coming through on a Sunday as there is during the week. And strike catching a corner at the knees. They said at one time there was like 24 to 27 trains that went through the city of Marshfield during the day. I'm thinking, wow, that's a lot of trains. In fact, we went up to Chippewa Falls yesterday, family, and I counted 90 of these cars that hold automobiles in, and you figure Each one of those hold 8 cars. Now that's 720 cars that had gone up north. They're dropped off somewhere up there, and they came back to get another load. They usually come through on a Thursday here in Marshfield. So, yeah, but you think about that. That's a lot of automobiles that are heading up north. And of course, the new ones are coming out. The 27s just around the corner here. We're in the month of July. And a ground ball foul by Jack Tubbs. 3-1 count on Jack with 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Isaiah Byral at first, as Martin takes a look over there. And the pitch as Isaiah taking off, and a swing and a miss. So it was a 3-2 count, as the scoreboard was wrong. And Jack goes down swinging. And so, for the Shaps, no runs on no hits, 1 error, and 1 left. And after 7 complete innings of play, it's the Marshfield Chaparrals 6 and the Rhinelander River Monsters 1. And we're going to keep it right here, and we're going to tell you about Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. On now at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service, starting as low as $49 on Starfire tires plus price match guarantee on all tire brands. When it comes to tires, look no further than Sherrill Tire and Auto Service in Stevens Point, Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield, and Weston. And coming up after the ball game here, we'll have the Nasonville Dairies post-game show. We'll talk to the winning manager and star player. And you never know, the star player could be the manager, as Luke has 2 hits today and made some nice plays over at first base also. So he could have both situations there today, as we could put him in the house for a change. And so we want to thank also all the sponsors here on Zaleski Sports, as we could not bring you these ball games if it wasn't for our great sponsors that we have. And so if you get a chance, you've seen the commercials in and out, and who was all our pretty much main sponsors here on Zaleski Sports. When you stop in, tell them we saw your ad on Zaleski Sports. It's really thankful. It makes us look good, makes them look good, and we appreciate their support. And of course, Nasonville Dairy, a big sponsor here. In fact, a lot of sponsorship from Nasonville Dairy. In fact, if you come here and watch a Chaparral game or a Legion game, take a look at the new scoreboard that was put up this year. The scoreboards are only good for about 10 years, and you have to change them. They run anywhere between, right now, I know, years ago when I was involved in the Legion, they were running like $10,000, $15,000, and I have no idea what they are now, but we've got 3 great sponsors on there this year. We've got the Marshfield Clinic, and Nasonville Dairy, and Wheeler's Chevrolet GMC of Marshfield. And so stop in and thank them for the great scoreboard out there. And you look at the sponsorships that's all along the outfield fences here also. Stop by, say hi to them, and thank them for sponsoring, Chaparral baseball, not just on Zaleski Sports, but sponsoring the Chaparrals and the American Legion. So there's great sponsors that sponsor athletics here in Marshfield. And so leading off for Rhinelander in the top of the 8th inning, we're in third baseman Caden Palabicki, as Caden is 0 for 2 today with a sacrifice he had in there. First pitch comes in for a ball, as I think we have let me take a look here. Aiden Cherney is on the mound now for Marshfield, and the count now 1-1. And a swing and a miss. I'm not sure who is out at short. I'll have to get my glasses here and see who's out at short. And a ground ball to second. And Caden gets a base hit. as he is now 1 for 3 on the day. Bringing up Easton
Now batting.
Zanadowski.
Easton Sarasco.
And let's see here. We can take a look. Spindler is that's who I thought. The Spindler was at short, and over at second is, that's Al. Al is out at second now. Al LeConte is out there at second. So Riley in a familiar spot as he second team all conference shortstop in the Marewood Conference this last year. Throw over to first and back in time. So we'll get my book straight and all here as Aiden is now pitching and Al is at second. So everything's all straightened around here. And a call strike, catching that outside corner. 1-1 count to Easton. As I mentioned, we will be back, about maybe, we'll come on the air maybe about 10 minutes to 5. This game here should be done about 4 o'clock or so, right around there. And so we'll be coming on the air about 10 minutes to 5 with that Blue Devil and Wausau game. As I see Tom Magnuson's ball club is already here, as Tom is standing down along the third base side there. And the pitch by Cherney is a strike 3, as Cherney looking really good with that high fastball for a swing and a miss. And one down here in the top of the 8th inning. Bringing up Sam Schneider, as Sam is 0 for 3 on the day.
Now batting number 10,
as
Sam Schneider.
Wausau Bulldogs getting ready for tournament play also, as they will be over in Chippewa Falls with Marshfield in that regional over there. 4-team tournament, as Marshfield will take on Eau Claire at 5 o'clock. And a foul ball down the right field side and out of play. And then at 7:30, Wausau will take on Chippewa Falls. As these two teams, Marshfield and Wausau, has battled Eau Claire and Chippewa Falls many times. In fact, Marshfield's faced Eau Claire. This will be the 4th time they have faced Eau Claire this year. And all 3, Marshfield's come out on the short end, but I'll tell you, they were all great contests, all within pretty much 1 run. And so that great start for that tournament. And of course, Marshfield gets an automatic bid into the state tournament, as they will be hosting the state tournament here at Jack Hackman Field. As Cherney from the stretch, and a call strike. 3. And 2 down. And bringing up Ben Quaid. Ben 1 for 2 today. Walked in the 2nd, grounded to short in the 4th, and base hit in the 6th. And a runner at first, as Caden Palabicki is there, as he got on with a base hit off of Cherney. As Cole doing an excellent job today on the mound for the Chaparrals, as he threw 7 innings, gave up 5 hits, struck out 1, and did not walk a batter, but did hit a batter. So great job. In fact, the run that he gave up was an unearned run. So, and sliding back in head first is Caden. His throw over there. Jaden Cherney from the stretch. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss. And the pitch inside for a ball. Caden works much faster than what Cole does. Yes. Caden gets the sign from the stretch and the pitch. And strike. Full count, 3-2 with 2 down. Runner on to go. As Caden will take off on the pitch here. Look over at first. And the pitch. And fouling it off, staying alive. As some of these fans might stick around or, go get a bite to eat or something and come back for the Legion game here. But both actually, the Shaps and the Legions have been turning out great crowds here at Jack Hackman Field. And actually, and a ball, and puts runners now at first and third as Caden walks his first batter. But no, actually, both teams have been having great support. I know I worked some games over at the Wisconsin Rapids in that Rapids tournament that the Marshfield Blue Devils won over there. And great following by the Blue Devils. And, of course, the tournament they had over in Eau Claire had a great turnout over there. And, of course, I did a ball game up at Wausau with Marshfield in Wausau. And great support up there by the Marshfield fans also. First pitch comes into Martin Hogger and call strike. As Martin has scored the only run for Rhinelander as he got on with a fielder's choice, advanced to second on an error, and eventually scored. And a call strike. 0-2 call. As Martin steps out of the batter's box, gets his composure, steps back in. He's ready to go. Runners at first and second. Pretty good sized lead by both. And a swing and a miss, strike 3 as Caden strikes out the side here in the 8th inning. But for Rhinelander, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. And after 7.5 innings of play, it's Marshfield 6, Rhinelander 1. And you are watching Dairyland Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Hiller's Ace Hardware in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
You'll find what you're looking for. We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools. A selection so big, you'll need a map to find your way out. Hiller's Ace Hardware in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Field where the Chaparrals leading 6-1 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And I know the last couple days I've been watching the Open over in England, and I'll tell you, I would not want to play that golf course over there. My gosh, it's a links course over there, and I'd be in the tall grass all the time, and I'd never be able to get out of there. I'd have to bring a weed whacker with me in order to get out of there. But congratulations to Ryan Fox, who actually shot a 62 earlier in the tournament. There was actually 3 62s that were shot in the Open this year. But Ryan Fox sunk, about maybe a 10-foot birdie putt on the 18th hole to win it. And congratulations to him. In fact, I'm not mistaken, 37 years old. And so winning his first major tournament. And congratulations to him. He's actually from across the pond, New Zealand, I think he's from. But landed up winning that, and so a great tournament there. And so, and I did not check on the Brewers score here lately. Let's take a look here once, as the Rhinelander team still warming up here, and. But yeah, we will have baseball action here this afternoon yet. They're the bottom of the 8th inning. Brewers down 1-0 here against the Marlins, as the Brewers are trying to sweep that series. They got a nice lead on the Cubs there as Cardinals keep losing and going back down. So Brewers looking to get back into the playoffs again this year. So. And pitch way outside.
At number 27,
and
Churning.
bringing up Aiden Cherney, who struck out the side in that 8th inning. And Aiden 2 for 4 on the day. And from the windup and the pitch, low and away for a ball, 2-0. As Aiden grounded up the third in the first baseman in the third, and he follows that, a jam shot back into the net, and a single scored in the 5th and a single in the 6th. So 2 for 4 on the day. As the top of that batting order is Byrell, Tubbs, and Cherney, all with 2 hits today. And then, of course, Luke Wirtz had a 2-run single in there. And let's see, Andrew Saraki with 2 hits also today. So hard person to pick for player of the game. As Aiden takes a walk and brings up Brady Berg, as Brady
20, Brady Berg.
0 for 4. So four players with 2 hits apiece today, as Chaparrals have knocked out 11 hits. They've got a couple doubles in there today. Some great defense also by the Chaparrals. As Brady takes the first one for a ball. As Martin from the stretch. And a breaking ball catches the inside corner for a strike. And Brady kind of, nodded his head. Yeah, that looked pretty good. Caught the inside corner. As Martin working from the stretch. And Brady gulps that one, and it's going to fall in for a base hit. As Brady gets his first hit of the day.
Now batting, number 19, Colton Schillinger.
As I was talking to Brady and Riley before the ball game in the dugout, that asked both of them if they were going to be there this coming Friday as Stratford opens up tournament Class A tournament play, as they're trying to look for their heading back to the state tournament, which will be down at Prairie du Chien in the Class A one. And a swing and a miss there by Colton Schillinger. Colton 1 for 2 on the day. He's walked twice on a single and grounded out to short. As both Riley and Brady will be down there trying to get back to the state tournament for the Stratford Legion team. Fly ball and a long run by the left fielder, Colin Black, as he came a long, long way to make that catch for out number 1. It's got to be hard, you know how it is when the lights are on and dusk and everything, but even with this the smoke haze that we've got here, it's got to be hard to see a fly ball in the sky up there. And you kind of, once it comes off the bat and it goes up, you lose it. And fouling off, and that's fouled off the top of the catcher's mask there. As you can hear the thump all the way up here. And Luke Wirtz with that swing and fouling it off. As the umpire, or maybe it came off the umpire's mask, as as the umpire is laughing on the way back. Maybe he was just needed to get his composure, as it might have. I know when I was umpiring, I had a few ring off the top of mine, and people say that's why I'm a little crazy. I had too many hits in the head, but Martin from the stretch looks at second. And a call strike. 0-2 count to Luke Wirtz. Runners at first and second with 1 down. Cherney at second, Berg at first. And Luke fouling that one off and coming back and sliding into the fence. Nice try there by Ben Quaid. But yeah, the Stratford Legion team trying to get back to the state tournament, as they were state runner-up 2 years ago. Nice ball club they had. I'll tell you, they got a pretty good club this year also. They were co-champions with the Marathon Red Raiders this year. And of course, Marathon in this regional also. And low and away for a ball to Luke. And Marathon will take on Wittenberg-Berniewood. And I'll tell you, they've got a nice ball club. That will be a great matchup at 3 o'clock on Friday. And a foul ball down the third base side. So if you get a chance, stop over in Stratford. American Legion baseball going on, as Marathon will take on Wittenberg-Berniewood at 3 o'clock. And then at 6 o'clock, it'll be Stratford taking on Tomahawk in a matchup. I'll be bringing you the action of that Stratford game at 6 o'clock. And then on Saturday and Sunday, Joe Anderson will be bringing you all the action, as I will be out of town. But then join us for the AAA state tournament the following week, because I will bring you as a cue shot down to first and going over and touching the bag is the first baseman. So 3 unassisted, but runners will advance as Turney goes to third and Berg goes to second. So runners at second and third with Andrew Sareki up, and Andrew with 2 hits already today and a walk and strikeout. And first pitch upstairs for a ball. First base open. But yeah, some great American Legion baseball tournament action coming around. And if you get over in the Stevens Point area, they're going to have action over there also. They start on Tuesday also, as DC Everest takes on Rapids and Plover takes on Stevens Point. Those starting at 5 o'clock and 7:30. And that continues on Wednesday and Thursday. The same thing goes for over in Chippewa Falls. It starts on Tuesday, and then 3 games on Wednesday, and 1 for sure on Thursday, maybe 2 if you need a second championship. So it's a double elimination tournament. 2-2 count with 2 down to Andrew Saraki from the windup, and the pitch. And a fly ball out to left field. Going back is Black, and squeezes it for out number 3. For Marshfield in the bottom of the 8th inning. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. And so after 8 complete innings of play, it's the Marshfield Chaparrals 8 and the Rhinelander River Monsters 1. And you're watching Dairyland Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
And we're back here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield as we're heading to the top of the 9th inning. As Rhinelander's going to have to come up with 5 runs here in the top of the 9th to keep this game going. As Shaps have really looked good today with 6 runs on 12 hits. And I think they had, let's take a look here. They had 2 errors today. And they left a bunch, so there were 3 innings there where they left the bases loaded. So they left 13 runners stranded today. So it could have been, you could have had a bundle of runs, but did not come up with the key runs at the right time. But still, a win is a win. And great pitching performance by Cole Hediger, as I've had Cole on already as a player of the game. And so we'll see who we're going to pick for player of the game here today, as quite a few hitters that had great days. I know Aiden Cherney with 2 hits today also, and coming in doing a nice job in that would have been seventh, or in that 8th inning there, as he struck out the side, and he's now pitching to Tyler Blumdale. As he's got a 2-1 count on Tyler, and the pitch, and a call strike, and we'll even it at 2. From the stretch, and the pitch, and a strike 3, as he has struck out 4 batters now. Looking very, very effective on the mound. And Colin Black, the left fielder, who's 0 for 3 today. Flew out to the right fielder, grounded out to third, and got on with an error back in the 7th inning as he fouls that first pitch off. Coming up next will be the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get those cheese curds, Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, and NasonvilleDairy.com. Great sponsor out there, Kenny Hyman and Calvin and Kim. I had to think what the other one was, but no, great group to work with. Very good sponsors here in Central Wisconsin. And a swing and a miss. In fact, I know they sponsored. I think they sponsored Chaparrals, and they also sponsored a Legion night also here during the season. And fouled that one off. In fact, he hit it twice. Went off the ground as it was coming back, and on the backswing, and hit the bat again. So you see that once in a while. 0-2 count here in the top of the 9th inning to Colin Black, the left fielder. And the pitch down low for a ball. As Aiden grabs the rosin bag a little bit and just missing outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 down here in the top of the 9th inning, and Shaps leading 6-1, looking to improve to 5-5 on the season. And just missing down low. Rhinelander coming in with a 7-6 record in league play. From the stretch, and the pitch, and a ground ball right between first and second. So Colin Black picks up a hit. Second hit off of Cherney. And bringing up the number 9 hitter, the DH Bo Boswick. And Bo 0 for 3 on the day. I'll never forget playing up in Rhinelander at the park up there, my last year of Legion ball. That would have been 1971. First pitch for a strike. And we had to wait till the Little Leaguers got off, and we landed up playing Rhinelander. And I was out in the left. And, of course, Johnny Adler and Mike Varney collided. A line shot to Luke, and Luke steps on the bag, and double play to end this contest as Marshfield Chaparrals come up with a 6-1 win, and we'll have to tell you that story some other time. But the Chaps with a big win here, and their second double play of the game as Chaparrals will be in action now on Wednesday night when Pittsville comes in a makeup game. But a great win today by the Chaparrals as Cole Hediger pitching an outstanding game, and Aiden Cherney coming in to shut things down with 4 strikeouts in that last 2 innings there. And Chaps even their record now at 5-5, and like I said, they will play Pittsville here at Hackman at 7 o'clock on Wednesday night. And so we'll be back in just a little bit with our Nasonville Dairy post-game show, and you've been watching Dairyland Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
And then one under there, and then we've got a couple others somewhere too, floating around. Yeah, we'll have like eight. I'll have 8 producers, and they got. And we're back here at Jack Hackman Field, where the Chaparrals come away with a big 6-1 win on a kind of hazy day, but it's kind of going away now. But for our second game, that'll be coming up here with the Blue Devils. But a great ball game today, as even Luke here had 2 RBIs today. I was almost going to make you talk to you as also the star of the game also for a while there, but we're going to have Riley here in just a little bit. But a great job, and a great job by Cole on the mound again, and then Aiden coming in to shut down the door those last 2 innings.
Yeah, the pitching was phenomenal on our end today. Both pitchers threw a lot of strikes. Let the defense play. We played really well defensively, I thought, today. Apart from one bad throw on a double play turn and one booted ball in the infield. But other than that, everyone made the plays they should have made, and that helps out your pitchers, keeps them in the rhythm. And both of them kept their pitch count down. I mean, Cole threw 80 some pitches, I think, in 7 innings, so he was very efficient and attacked the zone.
Yeah, because I was going to mention about your defense also, because Cole out there getting the ground balls for you guys to make these great plays, and I'll tell you, Aiden did a great job at shortstop today, and you pulled a couple off, short hoppers off the ground there also, and but yeah, it's I think in the first 6 innings we only had like 7 fly balls. So yeah, the defense just did an outstanding job.
Yeah, I think this has been probably our best year in my 6 years of coaching defensively. We've really played really solid. It's kept us into ball games. Now that the offense has started to kind of turn around, we've kind of turned our season around, getting back to 500.
Yeah, you're back to 500 now, and you got Pittsville coming in on Wednesday at 7 o'clock, and of course you've got I think you were talking about with Monaco and Tomahawk also in there, but and then of course you're going to possibly have tournament time coming on also. So good luck the rest of the season, and we'll catch you down the road.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you betcha. Luke Wirtz, the head coach for the Chaparrals, and with me is this guy is very familiar over in the Stratford area, as I've interviewed him a couple times over there, Riley Spindler. And Riley, kind of a new experience for you, playing Legion ball and Chaparral ball during the same season. As you come up with a big double your first time up, and knock on that first run there to get things going here to tie things up. But yeah, I was looking at that, and it's kind of the Spencer or Stratford connection. You got you, and you got Jack, and you got Brady here, and then and you got Schillinger also back here. So it's like the Stratford connection.
Yeah, it's just a lot of fun. I mean, I play Legion ball for like the actual, and then this is just my side gig for fun, and I'm loving it so far. Back to wood bats, I haven't done that in a long time, so that's fun.
I was going to say, it's got to be a little bit different. I know back in my day I never got a chance to use aluminum except for when I played fast pitch softball, but even back then I even used wood for fast pitch softball, but it's a little bit different with aluminum compared to wood.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, metal bats give you a little more give. If you're not on, it's a little more barrel, so. But I'm having fun with it, so that's the main thing.
But yeah, big 6-1 win, and you playing second today also, a little bit different than that shortstop position.
Yeah, I mean, just same, so it's kind of fun. We got 2 shortstops on the field, so not much gets past us.
Yeah, I'll tell you, both of you, with you and Aiden, it looked like you guys have been there forever. They had one double play that you turned, you flipped to them, and it was just a bang-banger, I mean, out there. So, but you know how this is done. I'm going to count you down, so here you go.
Sounds good.
3, 2, 1.
I'm Riley Spindler, and I'm in the house.
Thanks, Riley.
Thank you.
Good luck the rest of the season. I know we'll see you Friday. Yep. All right, take care. A big win for the Marshfield Chaparrals as they win 6-1 here against the Rhinelander River Monsters. As both times I've done a ball game against Rhinelander, Chaps have come out on top. So they had big hitting today also. They had 12 hits on the day, as both Isaiah Byro and Jack Tubbs and Aiden Cherney with 2 hits, and also Andrew Sakari with 2 hits also. So a great job and a great pitching job by 2 outstanding pitchers. So we got the big ball game coming up also against Wausau coming up here, and like I mentioned, the Chaps will be in action on Wednesday night when Pittsville comes in for a 7 o'clock contest here at Jack Hackman Field. So for Bella Muller and for Devin Mueller, I'm Mike Steinwegner. We'll see you down the road. Bye now.